Hi friends, you could agree to a couple under the threat of loss of reason and common sense, so two fans of card games went for it. A tidy sum was put at stake about this case and it will be discussed today. You want amazing facts on the channel. Australian. Korean-American Rich Alati became friends thanks to a common passion. They met in poker in Las Vegas at the gaming table and since then began to communicate and spend time together. Rolls were obsessed not only with their favorite gambling leisure, but with thoughts about the ultimate capabilities of the organism. He always wondered how much a person could spend in conditions of complete isolation, and he asked his, "Do you think you know what you'll stretch for a long time in a room without light and devoid of contact with society?" The answers of friends were very different. Someone began to panic only at the very thought of, in such a confinement. They hoped that in this way they could have a quite comfortable rest from the outside world. Once this question was asked by the young and he suggested that he would be able to live normally in such conditions for about 30 days. This was the longest term for the role of people named among the respondents after this passion. The risk and excitement prompted the guys to make a bet, and the rate was very impressive, $100,000. Conditions are pretty simple. Alati has to spend a month in a completely dark room without gadgets and any other contacts with the outside world. It was planned to deliver to him not regularly, that is, with a margin. The main goal of this decision to disorient Richies in time was another incentive for victory. Condition: the loser not only gives $100,000 but also pays for all expenses necessary for the experiment. For the test, friends rented a house in the vicinity of Las Vegas as a privacy room. A bathroom was chosen in the room. A special room was equipped. Soundproofing, video surveillance and sound recording for comfort. Alati was put on a refrigerator without lighting and an emergency communication button in case of emergency. In the situation, the experimental subject preferred to bring yoga accessories with him because he believed that in this way he could cope with the test. The guys filed a dispute to draw up a contract in which it was stated that roaming is not responsible for the health of Rich Alati as well as to monitor the progress. The experiment involved relatives of the prisoner, dad and sister, and a qualified psychologist. In the first minutes of Alati was very difficult. He could not even move normally around the room. Every now and then he stumbled. The objects hit the first couple of days. I almost crawled, then I got used to becoming a little impudent and paid for my self-confidence a couple of times, stuffing bruises and abrasions. Rich says only after that the guy decided to work out a certain regime that would systematize his pastimes. He woke up to brush his teeth, took a relaxing bath and did other hygiene procedures, dressed, meditated in various yoga poses. On the fourth day, the subject began hallucinations which at first frightened him. First there were figures and colors and then I saw a train and I had to convince myself that it wasn't real. It was probably the most difficult moment because there was a certain fear. Since the room was filled with white bubbles, it's clear that they are not real. I told myself, well, you can play and have fun with them. Windows and ceiling fans which are not present. Once the ceiling opened up and I saw stars and the sky, it was amazingly beautiful, so colorful. No one expected hallucinations. By the 10th day, the excitement had already begun at Yango himself. He saw that his speech was calm and until it was not difficult for him to overcome the trials, he understood that he underestimated his friend and decided to compromise with him. Contacting the salad on the microphone for 24 days, Ruri proposed to end the dispute for $25,000. A little blow-up of meetings said he did not agree. Over the next 2 days, the guys haggled and tried to come to a common decision. As a result, they agreed on $62,200. It's exactly how much dollars the gain of Rich Alati was made by friends, and you would agree to this experiment for the kind of money? Write in the comments for today. All don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for now.